Hi everyone, this is Team Mestekawy, and I would like to introduce today our project for the embedded system course, which is a smart parking system. The problem that faces everyone when he visits a crowded place is finding the nearest empty location and if there are any way on the floor that we're trying to park in. So we tried to simplify things by using a smart parking system on the Arduino board.
Hi everyone, my name is Mahmoud Mowafi and I will be discussing the components of our project and how our project works. The components consist of an ultrasonic sensor, a motor, which is the gate, an LCD screen, 4 LEDs, and 2 IR sensors. So the first step is when a car approaches the ultrasonic sensor, it calculates the distance between the sensor and the nearest object, and if the car came too near, the gate of the parking will open and the LCD screen will start working to display the empty spaces that we have in our parking. And then our LEDs will be giving the blue light for the empty slots and a red light for the occupied slots, which is one slot occupied and the other slot is free, or 2 slots occupied. And the screen is going to be displaying simultaneously either it's a 2 out of 2 empty slots, 1 empty slots, or 2 empty slots. Okay. And for the code, Amr Ammar will be discussing our code and how it works.
Hello, my name is Amr Ammar. I contributed in our project by writing the code. In our code, we used several libraries to run the code. One of them was Liquid Crystal, which used to handle the screen, and the other one was Servo. We used it to handle the motor. Our code flow goes like that. Whenever an object approaches the ultrasonic sensor, as we mentioned before, all the components are now active using a flag system enable that is set when an object approaches the sensor. So the screen will go on, the sensors will light, LED lights will go on, and that motor will go to 45 degrees instead of 90. Whenever we go far from the sensor, it returns to 90 degrees. Also, with the IR, so when an object approaches the IR sensor, we increment the counter that counts how many cars are in the parking. Also, to mention how the ultrasonic sensor works, we multiply the time by the speed, so we can get the distance from the ultrasonic sensor to detect whether an object is close or not.
Hi, my name is Bassem Mawhoob, and I'm going to be taking you through the wiring of our project. First of all, we made 2 main nodes for our power and ground coming from the 5 volts and the ground from the Arduino into our breadboard. These control the power and the ground for the whole circuit. Then we have the ultrasonic sensor, which consists of a regular 5 volts, a VCC, and a ground. Then 2 inputs, the trig and the echo, going into our digital inputs in the Arduino board. This controls the whole logic of the circuit, whenever a car comes in or goes out. Then moving on to the LCD screen, we have the usual 5 volts and ground, and we have 6 digital inputs going into it from our digital outputs from the Arduino board. Then we have the servo motor, which as usual contains the 5 volts and the ground, and the square wave input, which comes from the digital output from the Arduino board. Then we have the LEDs. These are also controlled from the digital outputs from the Arduino board. And finally, moving on onto the IR sensors, which are connected to the analog input on the Arduino board, which is then converted using the analog to digital converter built in the Arduino board. This is basically our wiring